Do you love me? Are you riding? Sorry, we're just talking about Lisa Bags. A legend in the game.
Legend in the game, absolute legend. The thing is, there are so many people that are like, I read all the comments and every single one is, I want to be Lisa Bags when I grow up. But it's like, to be Lisa Bags, you just have to not give a fuck.
And you have to stay young. You have to be silly.
Yeah.
You can't take yourself seriously 100%. If you're Lisa Bags. You've got to just live your life and be authentic to you.
And like, not be afraid of making a cock of yourself. Because I do think, I don't know what it is, as we all get older, we get so afraid of making it a tit of ourselves.
Oh my God, 100%. Whereas when you're kids, you don't even think. You don't even frame it like that.
You've got no inhibitions. And we must try and maintain some of that as we get older. Sorry, we've got to talk about why you sobbed on a line bike. It's not ideal, is it?
I've actually got to take this coat off as well because audibly this is going to be jarring as hell. Why did I sob? Okay, it wasn't a sob. We were just saying we can't wait to watch Wicked because we're due a bit of a sob. Haven't had a sob in a few weeks and I love a sob.
Well, to give you some context, she did fully go to Charing Cross Hospital to, like, I don't know, I don't think that's a place of joy, I have to say.
Well, I hadn't quite realised the excursion it would be. I left my rings at Winegum's house and he works there. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. He was in the vicinity.
He was visiting the hospital.
So anyway, I needed my rings back because we've got a few events and I want to wear them to the premiere and la la la.
But also, it's annoying.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? See you never ever leave. Right, that looks the same to me. Anyway, I had to get my rings. I'm due on my period. I'm feeling a bit funky fresh. Yeah. It took me a while to get there, I won't lie. And then I didn't really realise where the hell it was. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of like between Hammersmith and Fulham.
Yeah, I have to.
And the only way to get home from there to where we live is to cycle.
It's a very inconvenient place to put a hospital, actually. Imagine you were in labour. What would you do?
What would you do? How would you get there?
Jarring.
No one's on a line bike 9 months pregnant. Anyway, I saw him and it's the first time we've really like...
It's awkward when you transition from like nightlife to day life.
I know, and also I don't hang around in the mornings. I'm not staying around for breakfast, girls. I got places to be. I'm not doing that shit right now. So I'm out. Disclaimer for context, I'd had a breakdown a few nights prior where I had a proper cry completely out of nowhere because I realised how scared I was to like love again. And to like actually pick someone to be with and to trust myself in that choice.
And to trust someone else.
How can it be done?
So scary.
They've taken away my ability. My biggest flex was that I wore my heart on my sleeve and I could love freely.
Yeah.
And it's been taken away from me.
Right, let's reframe that because that hasn't been taken away from you. It's just been called into question, you might say.
You might say the like nice, do you want all this out?
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's actually really overstimulating me now. I have this with my hair.
I could see it all tucked and I thought, oh, it looks horrid in there, like it's holding you hostage. Al can't get a haircut because we're rinsing Sophie Borthwick for all she's worth.
And I have to now wait for the Wicked premiere, but all I can think about is my overstimulating hair.
We must probably be the most annoying client she has.
It's because there's two of us. No one else needs a haircut that often.
Because we're like every like 3 weeks.
And you really milked the cow, actually.
Yeah, I'm still using the breakup as like an excuse to transform and get a fringe.
Sorry, they haven't stolen that ability from
you,
yeah, what they've done is they've called into question your judgment of other people.
Yes, that's what's happened. And now I'm wary.
And that is actually, this is going to sound really cynical. I think it comes for everyone. I think it's impossible to get to 80.
Unless you get with your childhood sweetheart and they never hurt you, you're fine.
But not even, babe, because think about all the other people in your life that let you down.
True.
It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend. True. It could be a boss. It could be
the wrong job.
Yeah. And I think as we get older, I just think it's impossible to die and not be cynical about people because it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing because I do think it protects you much more rather than just walking around la la la, I'm the first person that loves me back.
I just wish I could not like overthink so much and I could be a bit more in tune with just like the feeling of. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Because I'm like so in my head. Goodness! Gracious me! They're not even beeping us, but I left my house this morning at 6:15. What did I hear? A beep.
That is the reason why not to leave your house.
That's antisocial.
Yeah, it is
That's antisocial behaviour. You can't
also
be beeping. Could you just do a little toot? Like, I don't mind a toot.
Yeah.
It's not... I'm like, no. Anyway, so I'd had a cry because basically I was like talking about like all the people I'm dating and all the complications of it all and like everything. And then I was just like, oh my God, I don't know my own mind. And it's making me feel so afraid of all of it.
That's what I've had the last month.
Yeah, you have had that.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying. I didn't realise how quite terrifying it was.
Totally out of control.
Yeah, and it's so strange because for me, like, I'm not like you in the sense that, like, you are really like headstrong and you do normally know your own mind. Like, you don't like back and forth a lot on a lot of things. Yeah. I do. I'm dittering all the time, and this is just throwing me sideways because it's the one thing I could do.
Yeah.
2 feet in, no worries, no questions asked.
I had that about work, and then looked at me, fucking fell and crumbled.
Crumble, crumble. Apple
Makes
crumble,
you realise actually that it is very subject specific.
It's contextual.
Yeah, it is, because when you feel safe in the knowledge, of course you can be headstrong. When you
This
don't
is the
feel
thing.
safe in any knowledge, how can you be?
Exactly, and I think there's so much conversation, isn't there, about like green flags, red flags, the kind of partner you want to be with, the kind of person, and all of that is like so important to take into account, but you also have to be able to tune into how you feel.
Totally agree.
Because you have to also like...
I think there are some basic red flags and basic green flags that
everyone should adhere to.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Like level 1 bare min.
Yes.
After that, it's kind of up for discussion because we're all different.
Yeah.
To a level.
Yes. So anyway, then I was on my line bike after seeing him with my rings, and I had a real sugar low, so I had to eat a Kinder Bueno.
What happened? So you saw him, you kissed him, you got his rings, and then you just left?
It was all really awkward because I went to hug him and he went to like kiss me on the lips.
On the lips?
Well, so I had like no makeup on, which is fine. Like, it doesn't bother me. But you know when you normally go like late night glam.
You feel a bit naked.
Yeah, I was a bit naked. I was a bit exposed.
Yeah.
And then I got like really shy and weird. I was like, what's wrong with me? I was being so weird. I just know if you'd have watched me through a third eye, you'd have been like, why saying that, hon?
Yeah.
I was fidgeting. Also, my Zara bag had broken, so I was carrying it like a fucking loser. Bad vibes. I don't think he thought it was bad vibes. He's so sweet. I also kind of like fancied him. I was like, God, I can't figure out what's going on with me. Like, why am I so in my head? I can't just be. Can you not just find him attractive and talk normally and then leave? What's wrong with you?
Okay, right, hold on, babe. Right, we must slow down. Slow down.
My mum the other day was like, you are getting ahead of yourself here, girl. I was like, I know, mum. And I can't stop. I'm spiraling.
Okay, babe, let's just do some breathing, okay? Right, so, listen to this. This is very important.
What Nicole says.
Right, so it's like a rectangle. You've got to breathe out for longer than you breathe in. It's 4 and 8, but 8's too long. I'm honestly about to pass out by 8. So sometimes
no, I can do 8. I went to
I might do 6. So in for 4. 1, 2, 3, hold it, 4. Now breathe out slowly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You let me worry about that. 7, 8. That was not an 8. Okay, again.
Babe, I was gonna pass out.
Right, so I said 6. So slowly. in for 4. 1. Doesn't need to be quite so gusty with your breath. You don't need to fucking take all the oxygen off Earth. Fucking.
Hold on, Mike. Oh, sorry.
Okay, slowly. In for 4.
When does he tell you to do this? What breakdown are you having?
When I'm like that, when I can't, like, your mind just doesn't stop.
Well, this is what happened on the bike, because then I got so stressed at myself because I was like, you're so hectic. Will you not make one considered decision? Like, everyone's like, I must get my rings back now, and I must decide now, and I'm so chaotic. And I just think, will you not just take a minute? Then I'm cycling on a line bike like a nutter, listening to country music, crying. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Right.
You need to go to the psychiatric home.
What I think you need, babe, is to just
Pause.
Take
what did I say yesterday? Stimulants.
response. The time in between stimulus and response
needs to get biggity big.
You're right, they were just rings. Was there any rush to fucking race to Charing Hospital?
See him next week.
Like,
what's wrong with you?
Let's go to Zara and buy you some more rings. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's like it was like subconsciously I must not have wanted to be like chained to the fact I needed to see him. I don't know what was going on in my head.
Right,
or did I really just want to see him? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think what might be happening is that all of this is a bit of a mask.
Yes.
For the actual problem that you're encountering, which is the feeling of being out of control.
Yes.
And everything that you're doing, I do this all the time, by the way. Babe, welcome to the dark side, because this is me. When you
Scaredy cat.
when you feel out of control, you do everything that you can to control everything.
Yes.
Stupid things.
Yes.
Things that don't matter.
Yes.
When actually, maybe you just need to sit down and have a full mental breakdown about the fact that you feel out of control and that you can't trust anybody.
Yeah, well, it's not even anybody, it's myself. It's the trust in myself that I'm really struggling with.
Yeah.
I've been fucked over before, I'll be fucked over again. My lack of ability to take myself out of situations is what scares me.
Yeah.
And what I'm not trusting in myself.
What do you mean take yourself out of situations like last time?
Yeah. Or like any of them.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, babe, because you haven't even got a boyfriend yet. So just, just first...
No, I know. No, I know, but like I know what I'm like. Like once I'm in, I'm in, and then I'm such a lover girl that I don't ever leave.
You get blinded.
Yeah, and I don't see the bad bits, and I only see the good bits until it's too late. I'm gonna shell myself.
Right. Well, maybe
I've had it with multiple partners.
Maybe that's the biggest lesson, actually, and maybe the lesson is maybe you're not ready to date.
Yeah, I must go slowly.
And also, maybe instead of dating, you could, I don't know how to do this, but like work on not doing that again. Make sure that you are so secure in yourself and what you know and what you feel and your intuition, to the point where if someone were now walked in, regardless, I would be able to spot the signs.
I kind of believe that.
It's two different things.
But because
the fact that you feel this means that you don't believe
it's like when you get on a plane, it's not gonna crash.
Yeah.
But you still have that, if there's turbulence, that weird tummy thing of being like, oh my god, are we gonna crash?
No, but maybe
your plane isn't gonna crash.
Maybe your belief is only like less than 50%. You need to get that belief high.
Yeah, maybe I need to get my belief sky high like I do in aviation.
Because you do,
believe in aviation.
you get on a plane and you think, oh, I could die, but chances are probably not. But
I feel like I'm a bit like that. Like I know.
But you're not there, because you wouldn't be feeling this way if you actually felt that way.
Yeah, and I guess what I don't want to do is just like go so like, I'm in my power, I would never let that happen to me again, because like it doesn't feel real, because I don't yet say that with my chest.
And you don't yet embody that energy.
Because also, there's sheep in wolves' clothing everywhere. You can't even be blamed for lots of it.
Also, babe, I think this whole dating thing like started as a bit of a lull, and now it's not very lull.
Well, it's not lull when you accidentally like kind of meet a nice person.
Exactly.
And you're having a nice time with them and the sex is good. What the fuck's that about?
Exactly.
What's that meant to be?
But that can just be that.
I know, and I think it will just be that. And there's fear around everything. Like I don't want to live in like a scarcity mindset where I'm like scared of meeting someone, scared of being vulnerable, scared of not seeing signs, scared of getting hurt, scared of being alone. Whoa, too much to be scared of.
Okay, but
can't be scared of it all.
I agree, babe, but like even saying that, I'm parroting Nikos's words here because this is me every week. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that. Well, rather than focusing on the fact that you don't want to live like that, why don't you just actually like sit in the fact that right now that is how you feel? Like it's so much pressure to be like, no, but I don't want to think like that. But you are thinking like that.
I am in scarcity.
If you are in scarcity, let's just sit in scarcity for a second and like accept it and acknowledge it. Scarcity Anonymous.
Yeah, Scarcity Anonymous.
Because otherwise...
I'm G and I am scared.
Right. That's okay.
And I've been 3 days scared.
And that's okay to be scared for 6 months. It's okay. Rather than being like, because this is me all the time, I don't want to be like that. But you are feeling that way. So it's not that you don't want to, you're already there, hun.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to do about it?
So just...
That's the emotions you're having.
Accept it for a hot sec. Even if it takes 3 months, 6 months, it doesn't fucking matter how long. There will come an expiry date. But
yes.
If you put too much pressure on yourself to get to the expiry date tomorrow, it actually will just keep coming back.
Also, I guess it's also like new behaviour for me to feel slow. Like by now, normally, I'd have been like, well, I love him.
Well, babe, that's great.
And I want to be with him.
But I think that's growth.
No, it is growth and it's amazing. It's just different.
Yeah.
So it's unsettling.
Yeah.
And also, it's not that my knowledge prior was a good thing or was actually knowledge. It was just my desire to be with someone.
Yeah.
That's all that was that drove that.
That's the biggest growth of all time.
I know. It's very good.
What a compliment to yourself to know that actually you have to be so good now. So good to come into my life. What a beautiful place to come from, rather than like, I'm desperate for the first person to love me back.
Every single person I've been with, since my first boyfriend, I have been with because I was just glad that they liked me.
Right.
Or showed me love. That's it.
Oh,
If you were
okay.
going to take away hot water from me for a month and you said you have to be with one of your exes, I'd say I'll have no hot water for a month, thank you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
No one should feel that way. We should have at least been with one person.
At least one that you thought, oh, I did like him a little bit.
Don't get me wrong, there's been a few scattered in, but like not
No, but like
enough.
exactly.
Not enough. Yeah, crazy.
Babe,
and
I
then
think
it is growth.
For a sec, well, why don't you just sit and appreciate that for a hot sec rather than flustering about the fact that you had to go get your rings? Just
Also, he's so
sit and
sweet and
actually-
none the wiser. He would have been like, if I said, did you think I was weird yesterday? He'd have been like, no.
No, don't.
I thought you just wanted your rings back.
Of all the things to worry about, don't worry about that. Boys
I
are so
know.
stupid.
I know.
But babe, I really think, why don't you just focus on that for a hot sec?
Sorry, can I say Chloe yesterday called him a boybo? Like a bimbo, but a boybo.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my god, it's the dream. You're dating a boybo. I was like,
so
oh
funny.
yeah, great. No, I know. I am like trying to not be such a tornado and act
Very
so
hard, don't worry.
abruptly.
Rash.
I'm very rash as a person. I always have been. Even in like work, like the only thing that would ever get me into trouble at work is my rashness, my lack of like logical thinking. I'm not very thorough. I'm never thorough.
Yes. Well, the good thing is that you know that, and
Yeah,
the good thing is that
exactly.
you can.
Listen, it wasn't a big cry, but if you did see me on
No,
a line bike,
but
I would have looked mental.
Little
so.
cry always leads to a big cry, to be honest with you. If you hadn't been on
It's
a
probably
line
pending.
bike, you would have sobbed, probably. It's about being considered. Even if you make the wrong decision, at least you have actually fully considered all options.
Yeah, I'm really not considered.
And maybe that's the thing that you could focus on.
Yeah.
To make you feel a bit more in control, because that is how to feel in control.
Yes.
Is to think about all the things that could happen, might happen.
Yes, I don't do that. I really do fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
For everything.
I think when you do that, when things go wrong, then it's easy to hate yourself.
I think it's
sad.
maybe, if I were to like really analyse it, I think it might be a coping mechanism for my default behaviour of thinking about everyone else before myself.
Yeah.
So I think in order to stop overthinking how everything I do impacts others, I almost do the complete opposite and consider nothing, not anyone else or myself.
Yeah.
I just do it, I just do. And then actually that leaves me feeling funny because that's not my nature.
Yeah.
So then I feel like guilt or confusion at the outcome when actually obviously because you didn't stop to think about what would happen,
Yes.
so the outcome could be anything. I think that's probably what it is. And who knew that dating would bring it all up?
Very proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
No, really, that's a lot of growth. I don't think you really realise it, but from sitting on the other side, I can tell you now, you're a different person, because I think you're right. The person that you were when you first met Colin would already be with wine gums by now. 100%,
I know.
100%. And
It was like 2 weeks from meeting him. And also like, I held Colin hostage to be with me. I forced him. I said
Yeah.
it was written in the stars. Look where that got me.
the thing is, if you love yourself more, you don't need love from other people.
And that is it.
And that's the crux of it.
And I actually never used to understand that when I was younger. I remember Lucinda saying it to me when I was like 18-year-old boyfriend or 17-year-old boyfriend broke up with me and I was obviously heartbroken. He was so bad to me, so bad. And why I was sad I will never understand. And I remember Lou looking at me, she was obviously like 7 years older, and she was like, the truest thing that I can ever say to you is that you cannot love someone else or be loved by someone else until you love yourself.
No
And I
way.
was like, I do love myself.
At 18, what the hell do you know?
What the hell do I know? And also in my mind I did.
Yeah.
But the amount that I was receiving and accepting from other people meant that I didn't. If I loved myself, I definitely didn't respect myself. Therefore, you accept bare min
Bare min, precisely.
because you don't know your own worth, even if you think you do on like a logical level deep down.
Yeah.
Those microaggressions add up, girls.
Very proud of you. That's really cool, actually.
I'm kind of cool.
No, but it is. Do you not think to feel
Yeah,
that way?
it is.
To think, oh my gosh, wow, I'm actually so secure in myself.
And also that is like when you're not feeling flustered, the flustered woman,
Yes.
there's a joy in being able to date and explore at this age with this knowledge.
Yeah.
There is joy in it when you can look at the good of this situation. The good is I should be able to make the most considered decision now than previously.
Yeah. Right, are we...
This is a pretty street.
Is this where their offices are?
No, we're going to
Oh,
the Buttery
Sorry.
We're going for coffee with a girl we met at the Vive event, and she does PR for the coolest skincare brands. We're talking La Roche-Posay. We're talking CeraVe, Victoria Beckham.
My fave. I used to work in...
Where is it?
Now.
How many jobs have you had?
My first ever job there. Oh, it's closed now.
Oh, that's sad.
My first ever job was a waitress, like a deli girl.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
And they had rats, and they got closed down. It was so disgusting.
They had rats?
Yeah, so disgusting.
I'll never forget once when I was eating lunch in Bali and a rat ran over my feet. I thought, that's the end of it.
This year?
No, when I first went to Bali the first time when I was like...
it's so unhygienic actually.
20, yeah, it's so bad. I'm actually starving. Do you think we'll eat?
Yeah, even if she doesn't, we can.
Great.
Good work, team.
Good work, team.
Right.
We'll be back with more news and nonsense after the break.
Babe, come here. You must be so proud of yourself.
I'm so proud.
And if you're not, I am.
No, I'm
I
actually
love you. I'm so proud of you.
No, I love you.
Because it's really hard. It's really hard to go out into the big wide world and just like pretend to know stuff. It's mad.
I know.
It's mad.
Guys, he also said I was a bad kisser.
I think that might have tipped you over the edge actually. He could have just kept his mouth shut, to be honest with you.
He said I used too much tongue during sex. Can you believe how mortifying that is to hear? He said sometimes I kiss. He actually
so soft.
It's a bit greasy, I think, babe. I think it's just greasy. Wipe that off. He said that sometimes I use tongue all the time and sometimes I should not use tongue in sex.
I
should
just
have a
think
nice
keep
hard
your
kiss.
opinions to yourself.
I just said you lead then. You lead. No. But now I just like was so conscious about the way that I must kiss like a loser. Whoa, look at this Christmas shop.
Is it a Christmas shop?
I don't know, but it's got a sleigh in the window.
Right, we must go
but
now,
we're late.
everybody.
Love you. Mwah.
Right, we have
It's
to tell you
classic
actually what's
us.
just happened to us, not just.
Oh, actually, I just need to tell you about this. These are called Something and Nothing, and they're my new fave because they're so pretty.
And
I'm a sucker for a good bit of packaging, an absolute sucker, and it's cucumber. It's nice and fresh and tart. Oh.
Right, we must tell you about what we've
No,
done.
I was reading the messages last night and I was like, sorry. It's ridiculous.
And the fact that that's actually a work group chat is just too good. Basically,
Oh, that's heaven.
she's got the coupon number one. I always get the hibiscus and rose.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus?
I call it hibiscus. Hibiscus.
That was actually the worst joke of all time.
Hibiscus. Don't poop. Hibiscus, long time no see. Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Hibiscus.
Hibiscus, how are the wife and kids? Why does it sound so weird? I don't know.
Right, it should be hibiscus.
Like, it can just be like, you can just miss the I completely, like, it's just hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Anyway, whatever you want to call it.
Well, we tell you about Lux Shen. Basically, Lux Shen, I don't know if you know, they do like guest day in their lives. We got asked to do it.
Do you think this is a bit of sausagey? Do you want me to open the window for you so you don't get sausage out because you're on a pork pan?
Yep.
Whoa, it looks good though. Look at that golden pastry.
Yeah, that looks a good sausage roll. And they gave me the wrong one.
No!
I asked for ragu and this is ham and cheese. And I hate
Shit.
ham and cheese. Oh, well.
Shit!
I'll just eat it anyway.
Have a little nibble.
Lux Shen asked us to do this day in the life, right? It was weeks ago we filmed it. Wasn't getting signed off. We thought, oh god.
No, and can we tell you, we picked a day, you'll know, we picked a day because we were going to the Be Creator Awards with ITV. We thought that's hella cool. We're so cool. Let's show the good people we're cool. But on the same day, we also went to the Halloween shop to try on outfits.
For the prom.
And we thought we wanted to be authentic. And we wanted to show everyone what we actually did.
We always want to be authentic.
Always. We had to send them like a link with all the videos of the whole day. Part of that video was us dressed as a rat and a snake in the fancy dress shop. Now we knew it wasn't very
Or
much
maybe
then.
Jesus and a nun was in there too, I don't remember.
I can't remember, but... Or witches? Did we do the witches?
Yeah, could be. That's a bit more palatable.
Or... yeah, anyway, they don't let you edit it. You have to send everything raw to them. We're waiting, aren't we?
Waiting, thinking, oh goodness, we've got bumped to the bottom of the pile.
Chase, seeing other people go up. We're thinking something's gone wrong here.
Something's wrong here.
Something's gone very wrong. It's so funny because the girls don't eat sausage rolls and arancini either.
Last night on our group chat,
Work group chat is.
Bill goes, we've had feedback from LuxGen and basically they've said that they can't get it signed off from senior management.
No, they didn't even say that. LuxGen, God love you for trying to protect our egos, girls, don't worry about it. They said we forgot to get it signed off by senior marketing and now it feels dated.
Oh,
so
yeah.
can the girls redo?
And Lil said, I'm going to level with you. They hate it.
He was like,
And then Olivia said over this, she was like, another one of our talent has also done it.
she did it after you and hers has been approved and is going live, and we were like, right.
So we got sent this video. It's the most aesthetically perfect thing of all time. And then we
It's like setting up my breakfast, waking up,
going on to a boxing
walkie,
class.
classy, smoothie, all in bed, like so perfect.
Yeah, anyway, we were just pissing ourselves because then we went back and we were
There's definitely a video of us dancing on the tube. I remember us sending that in.
oh yeah, and me curling my eyelashes on the tube.
Yeah.
The things in that
I'm
video
getting a bit pissed at the creator.
were us dressed as a rat and a snake in the Halloween shop, quite possibly as well, Jesus and a nun. And we were just pissing ourselves thinking of the LuxGen girls sitting in the office watching the as they do.
So imagine them being
Flicking
like,
over.
we actually can't put this on our feed. Like we actually it will be detrimental to our brand if we put this on our feed, because these girls look like they've smoked something laced with LSD. Oh, it's really good. Anyway, you live and you learn. We're not very LuxGen, so will we even try again?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we can be more LuxGen friendly than what we were, I can tell you that. We can't be 100%, but we can definitely be better than a snake and a rat.
But yeah, it's just funny because also like
Also the group chat was just so funny. Liv was fucking killing me.
no, she was kidding me because also Lil's gone full savage now because she knows that's how we like to receive it. We don't like
Beating around the bush.
we don't like it. We like to be told.
Say it as it is.
Say what you mean, say less. It's too easy in this world.
I agree, to get away with saying the least.
Or saying too much, but not the right stuff.
And making excuses, and it's like, no, you just, they hated it so much that they made up an excuse.
At least they want us to try again. It could have been so bad.
That they were like, don't even bother.
Yeah, they were like, we won't have the girls on.
Also, we were supposed to go on their podcast and we were thinking, God, where's the invite for
That's
that
fallen
gone?
through the cracks.
Well, it's not fallen through the cracks, babe. The LuxGen have rescinded the invite. That's what's happened there.
Well, we'll still get you in the car, girls. Well, now the big LuxGen, like the grown-up sheer Lux girls, are probably like, we can't have LuxGen in with these hillbillies. Because it'll really ruin their vibe.
It will ruin their brand. It will be actually detrimental.
Listen, I know there's like the benefit to being like the cool girl aesthetic. I know that it works. I know the girls buy from you. I know you're having a good life, but it's so fun over here in Frazzled Woman.
Exactly, babe.
We were talking to our favourite person, Chris Charney.
Oh, favourite man.
So Chris is basically one of those men in the industry that just like
knows everyone, does everything. Is everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, does he do PR? Who knows? Does he do events? Who knows? Does he do all of it together? Yes, he does. Does he work for every picture house there ever is? Yes,
Yeah,
he does.
yeah.
Anyway, he's an amazing man. We were chatting to him about the new Bridget Jones film because he's working on it, and we were like, you know, we're absolutely thrilled. We're huge fans of Bridge, la la la. And he was saying that actually there's a whole thing on like TikTok and stuff about the frazzled woman. Bridget is a frazzled woman, and it's about how there's something quite comforting about having someone in the public eye
Who's
who is
frazzled.
frazzled. I'm constantly frazzled.
I don't think I've had a day on earth not frazzled, actually.
You're really good at masking you're frazzled, but you are frazzled.
I am frazzled, aren't I?
you are frazzled.
If you see under the surface,
She masks it
I'm
well.
very
She masks it better than me, but that's only because she's got so many clothes to choose from.
And I've got hair.
And she's got hair that she scrapes back.
Yeah, that is honestly it.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's a secret if you need it. Scrape back your hair and get a really expensive wardrobe. Then you're away.
Yeah, and get lots of options.
Yes.
Because then at least you don't look like you're wearing the same thing all the time.
Yes.
But if you actually saw me at home,
You're so frazzled.
I'm so scatty.
I am so scatty.
Like even the other day, we were filming this this granny's video, and I just thought, Raw came home and basically we bought this birthday cake.
Sorry, the granny's video is actually too good, and it's been rejected once by a brand, and I get it, I get why it was rejected, but it's genius, and if one day I'm allowed to release it, I will.
When that video goes up, I'm going to post all the pictures of it because it's just so funny.
Also, I want to post the middle bit of that first TikTok
Yeah.
and just call it Sad Granny, Happy Granny. Might
Anyway,
go viral.
We bought this birthday cake because we were having a retirement party, birthday, and Raw came home and was like, oh my god, whose birthday did I miss? And I just said to him, don't worry about honestly, don't even ask. The amount of time it will take for you to understand.
Also, you're going to take the piss out of us. Yes, we were working. Yes, we were.
God, it's too good, this little life.
It's so funny. We just obviously saw Sienna from Blanket PR, and she asked us what our favourite thing about this job was, and we were just like, that this is work? I don't know.
And that work, well...
sorry, you actually were really sincere.
No, because I actually do mean that. The only reason this is fun is because I've got you.
Mm-hmm.
What, I'm going to sit here and talk to the camera on my own? No,
Some
thanks.
people do.
No thanks. If anyone asked me that, like, that would be my genuine answer. My favourite part about it is that I get to go to work with my best mate every day.
Yeah, and you just fanny around. Even when we fight, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. The only thing I miss about like normal office life is office drama. I miss a bit of back and forth with the older ladies, the menopausal women talking about their lives, because I love that shit. And actually, in another world, I am an older woman, I think. Get on well with them, I like them. And I like the shit they worry about. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
I really enjoy it. I like to hear about their shitty teenagers. I like to hear about...
You don't need to go to an office for that. You just need to have a next door neighbour that's an older woman.
Yes, I don't have that. If I lived at home, I would definitely hang out with my mum and her friends, because I just find them fascinating.
Yeah.
Like the shit they bitch about, and they're so bitchy, little witches.
Yeah.
And I love it. I'm here for the drams.
And we must tell you about Bridget Jones, though. We've spoken about it.
No, not even.
Just dead on the floor with excitement, to be honest with you.
Also, they've got everyone back in the cast, which is just 10 out of 10. I love when in a series it's the final one, and you know it's the final one, so you can just go and just enjoy it,
and
love
not
it.
wait for the next one.
Yes.
I think they'll make the Akatar book films.
When I'm reading it, all I'm thinking is about how it needs to be a series. This is controversial. I don't think it's a great read.
I agree.
I know the girls love it, but I think the girls love it because the story is good. I don't actually think the read is that good.
But I think bringing it to life would be the best.
I think it would be beautiful. And also when you're trying to imagine, like, also she doesn't describe, sorry hun, no, hey, I don't even know who wrote it.
I can't do her name.
She doesn't describe the fairies that well, actually. I can't envisage them.
Are they like tall? Are they skinny?
Yeah, are they, because she talks about like
human?
the texture of their skin, because you know when he takes the he calls it the glamour. Once he takes the glamour off, she can obviously see them better, but it doesn't quite explain.
Well, do they look human to her?
Like some of them have wings,
exactly the same as you.
Some of them don't. So I'm just a bit like, oh, I actually like. Then I think that's why it makes you lean into wanting it visualised.
They will definitely.
They will, and also it was made for that, and also it is a good story because you obviously so want them to like be together, but you don't know how that's going to work, and there's this horrible curse. It's gripping.
Apparently the original inspo was Beauty and the Beast, which I can kind of see.
Yeah, it basically is Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, it is Beauty and the Beast, even with the father. God, it's actually Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. We must tell you about the Jingle Bell Balls.
Yeah, so guys, we're desperately trying to get... We sound so thirsty all the time,
but
we are, actually.
I don't like to say thirsty, I like to say hungry.
Hungry
because we are
like the wolf.
We are hungry for...
We're the same thing. Why is hungry less... I agree, but why is that?
Because thirsty makes it sound like you're like desperado,
but we are
makes
desperate.
You sound like you're hustling. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Different.
Thirsty comes from more of like a beggy place, whereas
thirsty comes from like a sexual place, doesn't it? Like I always thought like you would like say it as a criticism to like a girl, oh she's so thirsty.
But I think hungry is more like, you're right, I don't know what the difference is because they are
because they're kind of the same thing. You're all trying to fill a hole. Okay, sorry, we're hungry to get to Jingle Bell Ball, mainly for a good time, also for some content ops.
Yeah, backstage content ops mainly.
AAA is what I'm talking, girls.
I'd like, come on, can we not get our first AAA pass? I do think it's time now.
Yes, I do too. You know, we've been invited to an event at Royal Hospital.
I think we should go. I think it'll be quite fun.
Oh, with the Chelsea pensioners.
Yeah, and it's like a Christmas fair.
Sweet.
In the evening, and it's literally we'll drive across the bridge. I think we should go.
Okay.
You know, I always like to go to those things because there might be some pensioners peddling their like homemade things, and we should buy them.
Yeah, okay.
Just support them. My mum always says that.
Classic you'll spend like 500 quid at the Christmas fair.
Just to support, yes.
To support our good men that fought in the war. I'm going on a date tomorrow, a new date, which I'm actually really nervous for. I don't know anything about him.
That's actually a good way to go in, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah.
We met in real life, not on Hinge.
I do think he's the one.
Tinder.
I'm gonna put that out in the world now.
You don't think he's the one?
No, I think he's a bit of a...
Let's not judge books by their cover.
No, fine. But I'm just saying...
Just because he goes to the gym.
No. I'm just saying, maybe he's not, you know, a nice boy.
He's got eyes that look like he could ruin your life.
Basically, yeah.
Is what I'm going to tell you about him.
I don't know, I just think people give off an energy.
He didn't have that energy in real life though. Bible.
Okay, that's fair enough, because sometimes social media lies.
Exactly.
On social media, you think I was a narcissistic cow. I mean, actually, maybe in real life you wouldn't think any different. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's spot on, I don't know. I don't know, who am I to say, I suppose. Why would you think you were narcissistic?
Because I post pictures of myself and only myself.
Because you've got no friends.
Yeah.
That's not narcissism.
May the odds forever be in your favour. Is that from the Hunger
Hunger
Games?
Games. Candice Everstark. What's her name? Candice.
No. Cat deer.
Katniss.
Katniss Evergreen.
Katniss Evergreen.
Is her name Evergreen? Ever something.
Katniss
Ever something.
Katniss.
Katniss Ever something, yes.
Guys, I love you all screaming at us. Katniss Everdeen. Guys, how good is this baby name? Navy.
Do you know Indy,
For a girl.
Do you know who Indy Clinton is on TikTok?
Yes.
Her son is called Navy.
Wow. Her son.
She's the mother I want to be. She doesn't give a shit.
She's really funny. She's the Aussie girl.
Yeah, and she's just like lets them run riot around her whole house. Yeah, she's hilarious.
And her
she's
hubby's
27.
fit.
She's 27. She got.
Love
Also,
to her, but she looks older than 27.
That's what having 3 kids does to you. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah, because your body starts dying once you've given birth. Do you know that?
What?
I might have made this up. Maybe it's after menopause. But there's something in the female body that starts aging quicker post children because you've served your purpose.
God.
Isn't that sad?
Depressing thought.
Yeah, it's depressing. And that's why men at 60 look 10 out of 10 and we look like shriveled old
That's why,
prunes.
yeah. Basically, she had her second baby and then literally immediately got. I think her second and third kid are.
So they're like, what are they called? Irish twins?
Irish twins.
Why is that?
Because after you give birth, you're actually the most fertile you've ever been.
Yes. Although I thought that when you were breastfeeding it was a contraceptive, but maybe that's a
No,
myth,
that's not a
and then
contraceptive.
that's why everyone
Gets
up the
pregnant.
daft because they think they're safe breastfeeding, but alas, they are not.
So what, your friend thinks she's going to have a baby?
Yeah.
In 12, 13 months?
I think she thinks that she might start doing that, thinking about
How long
that.
has she been with her boyfriend?
They've been together about 5 years.
Okay, long enough.
Yeah, long enough. He's a bit older. This is the thing, like in certain echo chambers, it's not crazy to want to get pregnant by 30.
Oh, no.
Like even for your body clock.
No, I think we're in the minority, I have to say.
I think we are too, and also like I thought that everyone was of our ilk. I thought that everyone now, like with modern like
Career
medicine
yeah.
and career, I just thought everyone was like, oh well, worst comes to worst, freeze my eggs. I mean that's a really privileged thing to say because it costs loads of money, and right now I wouldn't be able to afford to do that. But I just thought everyone
Me
was
too.
like, kick it down the line, have kids older, but
and
they're
I
not.
wrongly assumed.
Yeah, they're not. I think especially if you have a partner that
People think I'm mad.
earns good money,
I've been in a relationship for years and I'm so unbothered.
you might need to get engaged just to kick everyone off your back a bit.
But like, I mean, I agree, but like the fact that that is even a conversation, it's
I
like,
know.
it's mad.
Can we not just be together?
Yeah.
Because also, once you're married and you've got kids, no one's like, what's next? It's like, why is it so destination based?
I agree.
Can't we just be together?
I agree.
It's hard, isn't it? Because you do want like a certain level of commitment, I think, especially in this modern age.
I'm not even talking about engagement and marriage, I'm talking about kids specifically though.
Right.
Because I think, I agree, I just always thought, oh, everyone will just want to be like me and be like eternally selfish, because that's what it is.
Yeah, and like to be able to prioritise yourself for as long as possible.
But no.
No. People don't think that. How old was your mum when she had you?
30, I think she was.
Because I was just thinking maybe it's a bit like having an older mum. I don't know, like I think my mum was 33.
Yeah.
Like maybe it just normalises it being a bit later, I don't know.
No, my mum was 30.
Like as in you don't have a mum that's like, God, by your age I'd had you and your sister.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone is entitled to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
And I think having children and raising good people is one of the hardest and most important jobs that we will ever have to do if we get blessed to do it. I mean, I'm single, so I can't even think about it like that because let's not pine for something that isn't in the near future. But I do think it's mad how it can polarise women.
And like, I think when you're younger, you think, oh, we'll all be the same. But actually, it's so abundantly clear that that's just not the case.
Also, I really thought like I would be like younger, I think.
Me too.
To have babies and settle down.
I thought I'd be 28 and ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought a lot of things
maybe
about my late 20s that have not happened.
But maybe that's because, I don't mean this in any way of like judgment or arrogance, but we have something that we're so focused on.
I think it is to do with, I don't think it's arrogance because I don't think it's about being good at something. I think it's about finding your thing. I think it's so hard to find, and I think think it's really easy to like fall into a job that you don't love, never really like find your calling or your purpose.
Yeah.
And so then you pour into your personal life and you pour into that growth, and you're not missing anything by stepping out of your career.
Exactly.
Because your career you could take or leave.
Exactly.
Rightly so. Like, you've got to do it eventually
100%.
if you want kids.
100%.
So why not do it when you're just at a good company with maternity pay, where you can have a bit of time off and bring a bundle of joy into the world?
I actually think, but like, as you say, having a baby for us is going to be, actually, in my opinion, one of the most difficult periods ever.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are in a 9 to 5 comfortable and you know you're going to get paid for however many months, it's not easy, but it's easier to make the transition.
I was listening to Davina on Desert Island Discs.
Yeah.
And all of her kids have the same birthday pretty much because she timed it with Big Brother. So she timed her
That's genius.
pregnancies
That's actually really
for when
clever.
she wasn't filming Big Brother.
Do you know
Because
what
she
I
was like,
mean?
Big Brother was everything to me. That was my like...
That was my reason.
That was my career, and she was like, the thought of stepping away from Big Brother at that time was impossible. I wouldn't have handed over that baton. So the babies all have December birthdays.
That's actually pretty genius.
Yeah, it's genius, and like God bless
willing.
them because they were able to get pregnant at the right time. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's so funny because it's hard to think like that, isn't it? To actually like plan and structure to have the perfect pregnancy.
I always joke about this with my mum, about the two of us. I'm like, we're gonna have to, you know.
Would we do it at the same time or different? Well, I mean, you have to go first.
Ideally, we would have a couple at the same time.
Be both off at the same time.
And then you just come back to work together.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there will be
That's
an extended
tricky.
period of you always seeing either me or just you.
Yes.
And that's not good for the brand, I have to say it.
But then it won't be that long because you can be pregnant.
Oh yeah. Oh no, but the first one's different. When you have more than one, then the game does change.
Yeah, true. Oh God.
No, I always say...
I cannot predict the future on that.
No, neither do I, but also, I'm obviously joking.
Does
like,
Raw want kids?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Quite big on having a family?
Yeah.
2, 3.
3. I said 4, but he said 3.
Babe, don't do 4.
I've gone off 4 now.
I promise you don't do 4.
I always say 2's too few, 4's too many. 2 is, in my opinion, too few.
Do you think?
Because I think it's hard. Because
it's hard because you don't know the genders.
If you have 2 girls or 2 boys, I think it's really difficult because it's always comparison.
Yeah.
And in a dream scenario, you'd have 2 of one and 1 of the other.
I actually have been thinking recently though, in comparison like that is really healthy because I never had it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I struggle so much standing next to you.
Yeah.
Because I never had a sister to be compared to.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's actually really good for your good character building. I think you need to be compared. Compare.com, go compare.
Agree.
I think you build a thicker skin.
I also just know that if the way the cookie crumbled, if we had 2 boys, I'd want to try for a girl, and if we had 2 girls, he'd want to try for a boy.
Yeah, so fair. God, I can't imagine Raw with a baby. That would make me fucking cry.
He'll be the best dad ever.
Every time I saw him with a baby in a sling, I would sob. I would see him like coming out the coffee shop all flustered, you being manic AF, just like so like...
And him being so calm.
Postnatal, and him just coming out with the baby on his chest with coffee. I just can see it now and I will cry my eyes out every day.
He'll be a great dad.
Gonna have to be godmother to all of them, I think.
Well, I was thinking
Or would you
about...
just pick your fave?
Will I not just...
You
like,
could wait and have all 3 and then just pick your fave and
No,
I'll
babe,
have that
I
one.
just think you could have the last one because you're going to be basically their mum anyway.
Yeah, so I might
what's
as well.
the point?
I just want the good one. So should we just wait
Let's
until
wait
they're
till the
like,
end.
yeah.
Yes. Also, I'm going to tell
Until
you
we
now.
know, because one of them will be a dud.
At
You
least one.
always
At
get a
least one.
dud.
At least one.
You've got to have a dud, Raw.
God willing, I don't die. But if we died, you'd be left with them.
Yeah, sure.
Obs.
Yeah, I'd have to move in with Raw.
No, if the 2 of us died,
Oh, right.
you'd be left with all 3.
Oh, right.
Jokes on you.
Loser.
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine. I just inherit all these kids.
No, I think he'll be a great girl dad, actually. I know he wants one.
No,
but I think
he
he'd
will
a really
be.
good girl dad.
Also, you can have a girl that loves footy. I think boys forget that.
No, but it's not the same.
No,
Like, go and
sometimes
play
it is.
golf and, like...
No, but it is. Like my cousin Jess, obviously she's gay, but I don't think that actually has anything to do with it. She like,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
literally, her and her dad play football together, golf together, like watch the football together, like everything. I mean, he has a son as well, but do you know what I mean?
Do they have a brother?
Yeah, they've got an older brother.
Do they?
Vinny. I never spoke about Vinny.
That's like Joe Bags. Do you know Joe Bags has an older brother?
No.
So does Chris Hall. They have another brother.
No, a sister. Chris Hall has a sister.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I
yeah.
think.
But
And she's like a teacher or something,
Yeah.
really normal. Oh my God, so
Shows
she's
me.
got 3 kids.
So Joe's actually the middle child.
Wow.
And they've got an
Wait,
old...
I thought Joe was the younger one.
No, George is the younger one.
Sorry, Joe. Lots of love to you. I haven't done my
but yeah, they've got
research.
his 3. They've got. It's
Oh, I
fair.
love
I
that.
love it when that happens.
I love when someone has other siblings that you don't know about. It's actually genius. Imagine if I was actually just like, jokes on you guys, I've got 3 siblings.
I always think though, I actually now, knowing you, then I can't imagine you with a sibling.
I know, it's so sad because I think I'd be so good with a sibling. I've got so much love to give.
It's all about love, babe. It's about survival.
No, I could survive.
With siblings, I have to say, in your younger years, it is survival of the fittest.
Yes. I just feel like maybe I'm idealising it, but I feel like I would be close with my sibling.
Depends what kind of person they
Like,
are.
I'm so close with my cousins, I feel like it's just the same.
It is the same, really.
Yeah.
But only if you were the younger one.
Well, you don't think I could be an older sibling?
No.
Oh, I'd love them so much.
I was thinking about me and Holes because I think a lot of our similarities is because we're older sisters of sisters.
Yeah.
And I do think there's a certain energy that gives off.
Yeah. I don't know, because Holes and Ella are so close, like beyond
No,
close.
but as in, like, not even about the closest, it's just about, like, I don't know how to explain it. When you're
No, but they always say this, don't they? That, like, whatever child you are, you have, like, similarities.
in your birth order. It's actually, yeah.
Because of the way that, like, that plays out.
You can always tell an older sibling, I always think that.
Yeah, and, like, everyone's always like classic middle sibling, classic
Yeah.
younger sibling.
Did you ever, when you were little, wish you would have a sibling?
Yeah, all the time. I begged my mum. Thank God for all my cousins, really. They made me not an only child. Because, like, some only children come from only children.
Yeah.
And then you're just, like, one of one.
Yeah.
And you've got no cousins or anything.
Not fun.
So sad.
My favourite thing is, like, a loud house.
Yeah, manic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. In and out, open door policy. That's what we want.
Yes. Maybe I did have one more thing to tell you, actually.
You didn't on your list?
No, but I liked something on TikTok. Love Island star Ekin-Su autobiography has flopped after failing to sell even 500 copies. It's currently ranked 221,755 in Amazon's book charts.
Yes, because
She
why
struggled
would anyone
to
want
attract
to read about
fans
Ekin-Su's
to book
life?
signing. She cannot ignore the numbers. It's been a total disaster. How bad?
Why is everyone, desperate to tell their story?
It's just like, is there anything interesting?
Well, the horrible thing is, there potentially is, because she is a Turkish soap star.
but like,
What is that?
Do a
How did she get into that?
podcast.
Yeah, agreed. You could do it in an hour.
you could do an episode.
Yeah.
This is a
Sorry. These are beyond nice, M&S. M&S's food at the moment is 10 out of 10 because all the Christmas bits are coming out. Christmas, nibbles.
Christmas food.
Best Christmas food. Oh, so much. I actually love a good mince pie.
Really?
A warm mince pie I love. And a pig in blanket.
I'm going to say pin and blanket.
Anything mini. All that mini party food that comes out. Ah, cheese boards.
I don't like cheese. I don't understand how people can eat that much cheese. It so gets stuck in your throat.
You say things sometimes for the sake of it.
I like 7.
Have some
Right,
hibiscus.
for being a witch.
Have some hibiscus.
I like a mouthful of cheese.
Oh, well, no one's asked me to pick up the whole
No,
block.
how can you eat a whole plate of cheese? I find that wacko.
Who's eating a whole plate of cheese? You have a little bite of each type.
Rory White will have honestly.
And you're going to say raw. God love him. He always gets thrown out of the bus for being a piggy.
Last night he came home. So funny. He was like, I've really sinned today.
What did he
I said,
eat?
what have you done? He said, I had 2 Greg's jam donuts. And then I went for a shower, fucking went to the kitchen.
Did he have that
He
cake?
polished off the cake.
He hasn't, babe.
Polish off. It's half eaten, and we had literally had this much. And I said, Bub, wakey shaky.
No, I love those jam donuts in his defence. They're really good.
I said to him, you didn't need all 3 in one
Oh,
day.
she's cool. Oh, it's your sister. Oh, sorry, that's a cool girl that lives here.
She's hating her hair. She wants to dye black again.
One more.
No, thank you. I want to date upstairs, actually.
Oh, because you need a little prune.
prunes, yeah.
Al loves these prunes. They're so minging. They taste like jelly.
That's what I think about cheese. It tastes like jelly.
Yeah, but you're wrong. It's a difference.
I like a truffle.
What about a brie?
Oh, it's too
A
mushy.
blueberry?
Too mushy.
Camembert.
I only like hard cheese.
Oh, like cheddar.
The sheep's cheese. Hard cheese.
I like all cheese.
I don't like soft cheese. I only like hard cheese.
No, but you are a fussy eater.
Do you think? Because I
Yeah.
think I am. Guys, we've got to go.
We've got to make a very important phone call now. Why weren't we at Gladiator 2? I get so jealous.
No one was at Gladiator. Who have you
Arabella Chai.
seen? Okay, other than
Got a new obsession. Oh, we got a new obsession every week with someone I'm jealous
other
of.
than Arabella Chai, who else was
Jealousy is a poison.
there? Other than Arabella Chai, who was there?
Haven't seen yet. I haven't been on my phone. I've been working.
I haven't seen. Normally on
I've been working all morning.
Normally on the night.
Little nose falling off. Get out, Sherlock's.
Oh, dearie me. We must leave now, everybody.
That sounds enough now. Al keeps telling us off because we're recording for too long and then she has to sit and edit 2 hours of footage.
And actually, it's quite boring, I have to say.
She said she's bored of us.
We're boring.
Guys, let's sign a petition when I start editing Drive Thru.
Your last 2 weeks.
Al thinks I won't be able to do it.
It is so time consuming.
No, but I don't work.
No, babe.
I don't work.
Tell me this week when you could have done it, because I reckon you need 4 or 5 hours per rep.
I could have done it morning.
When? You were fanning around at the gym this morning and yesterday.
I'm so strong at the moment, that's why I'm like the Hulk.
Okay, just try your hardest. I'll turn my knuckle duster around.
No, I don't want you to punch me in the gut. I'm not out here trying to get a 6-pack, so
Just try.
No, babe, because I've still got quite a lot of flub and I'm on my period and I don't need you punching
Okay, try
me.
it in your arm.
What, for you to punch me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's
Also,
enjoyable.
I think time to plug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know. Babe, it's not. Oh, he is coming back. He's only short.
Like, do it on your arm. On your arm.
No, because guys, she's actually really jarring me recently. And me and Roy have had a conversation about it. Because every time she wants attention, she's like this, and I've got actual like knuckle marks from her bony little fingers in my arm, and it's actually horrid.
Horrid.
Hibiscus. No, babe, it's not nice.
And you think you'd be good with a sibling? Look at you.
No, I know. So fucking tell mum that you did that, you little cunt. And then
That's the problem with us. There's no mum to separate us. We've
I
got to fix it
know.
ourselves.
And then our management say we're not allowed to call them mum because apparently that's not the dynamic that's allowed.
Well, he will tear us apart.
Can you see when you do that? They're not sunnies. Can't bing them on and off.
And now I can't see any of those words.
So what are we doing this for?
I just
then?
needed a rest because I don't want to look at you anymore.
How rude. How very rude.
Love you so much, everybody. We'll let you know about Glasgow tickets.
We'll let you know about Wicked. Next week we'll have done Wicked, babe.
By the time this goes out, we'll have done Wicked.
No, but that's what I mean, because they'll be watching this and then we'll tell them about Wicked.
Well, we'll have done...
They still watch it in order.
I know, but...
So they haven't been told. Anyway, next week we'll tell you about Wicked, okay?
Yes.
And Al says you'll be bored of it by then, but I think you'll want to know the BTS and we won't have spoken about it anywhere else. This will be the
exclusive, yes. It'll be the first look exclusive.
It'll be a first look exclusive to how we actually found the carpet experience and how many famouses we actually managed to spot. Because I think there'll be a lot of people there.
I agree. Because we've got to go.
Okay, someone's calling us, we've got to go. Love you, bye!